Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Q4 FY23 earnings conference call of KNR Constructions Limited. This conference call may contain forward-looking statements about the company which are based on the beliefs, opinions and expectations of the company as on date of this call. These statements are not the guarantees of future performance and involve risks and uncertainties that are difficult to predict. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal the operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. S. Vaikuntanathan, Finance, KNR Constructions Limited. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on the call to discuss the financial results for Q4 and FY23. Along with me, I have Mr. K. Janardhan Reddy, Executive Director, Mr. K. Venkatraman Rao, General Manager, Finance and Accounts, and Strategic Growth Advisors, our Investor Relations and Advisors. We have uploaded results and investor presentation on the stock exchanges as well as on our company website. I hope everyone got an opportunity to go through it. We would like to touch upon a very few key company updates and industry events, post which we will have a question and answer session. The company has received 3 LOAs worth approximately 2,005 crores as of below. 1. Mysore to Kushalnagara with a bid project cost of 690.30 crores on HAM mode, package 5. Mysore to Kushalnagara with a bid project cost of 650 crores on HAM mode, package 4. Number 3 is Maripudi to Somwar Padu with a bid project cost of 665 crores on HAM mode. Of these projects, the company has signed concession agreements for Mysore Kushalnagara package 5 and Maripudi to Somwar Padu. The company has also received an appointed day for Chittoor-Thatchur Highway as on 25th January 2023. The company has received a provisional completion date as 2nd September 2022 for Vatanchadram to Madathukulam Highway, which is 185 days ahead of schedule, includes 153 days of EOT. CRISIL has upgraded the rating of the company from AA- positive to AA stable for long-term debt and reaffirmed as A1 plus for short-term. Now I would like to share our thoughts on important industry developments. According to industry reports, NHAI has awarded a total of 6,003 kilometer projects in FY23, which falls short of the target of 6,500 kilometers. Total value of projects awarded by NHAI was 1.26 trillion in FY23, down 15%. Year on year, NHAI's highway construction pace increased 13% year on year to 4,882 kilometers in FY23. In FY23, a significant 54% of the total project value was awarded to 5 states, namely AP, Bihar, UP, Jharkhand and Telangana. As far as highway construction activity is concerned, for FY23 till February 23, the NHAI has constructed 8,064 kilometers of highways this financial year, compared to the target of 12,000 kilometers of highway. The construction activity during FY23 was impacted due to prolonged monsoon, which almost lasted till mid-November in some pockets of the country. Similarly, the NHAI has awarded 7,497 kilometers of highway projects on YTD basis. According to the industry reports, as of April 23, The construction rate achieved is at 17.4 kilometers per day, resulting in a total of 523 kilometers of highway built. This falls short of target of 45 kilometers per day. The deceleration in pace has raised concerns, particularly in anticipation of the slowdown during the monsoon season. Despite the slight slowdown in the industry, the NHAI has met a new milestone by laying 100 kilometers of new expressway within 100 hours during the construction of upcoming Ghaziabad to Aligarh expressway in Uttar Pradesh. The construction uses cold central plant recycling technology, which reduces the carbon emission. Earlier in August 2022, the NHAI has set the Guinness World Record by successfully constructing 75 kilometers continuous single bituminous concrete road between Amravati and Ankola on NH53 in a record time of 105 hours and 33 minutes. Coming to the fast-track toll collections, the total fast-track toll collection, including state highway of toll plazas, grew 46% year-on-year basis to 50,855 crores for current year 2022 from 34,778 crores in CY 2021. The growth in toll collections is mostly attributed to a pickup in economic activities as well as a revision in toll rates. The NHAI has implemented its toll fee hike of up to 7% across the country, applicable from 1st April 2023. NHAI has prescribed that infrastructure construction firms seeking bid to national highway projects built through public-private partnership must now possess a credit rating of BB or higher. This new requirement aims to ensure that only financially stable firms are selected for these projects. Bidders who fail to meet the credit rating benchmark for a project will be required to provide a letter of comfort from their bankers or financial institution during the bidding process. Highway Ministry sets parameters for private construction entities for the first time. Now coming to the key updates of the company. The percentage of physical progress as of March 31st, 2023 for the HAM projects is as follows. Magadi to Sombarpet at 72.2%. Otanchitram to Madathukulam is 90.1%. Valancheri to Kaprikad is 26.4%. Ramanattukora to Valancheri is 24.5%. During the quarter, the execution has primarily been driven by HAM projects. Out of the 732.86 crores revised equity requirements for all the 5 HAM projects, the company has already invested rupees 296.35 crores as on 31st March 2023. The incremental equity requirement of 437 crores to be infused rupees 260 crores, 160 crores and rupees 17 crores for FY24, 25 and 26 respectively. You can refer slide number 27 of the investor presentation for detail on each HAM project. The toll collection for the Bihar project, that is Muzaffarpur to Barauni in Q4 FY23 and financial year 2023 has been rupees 10.254 crores and rupees 43.71 crores. The company has signed a concession agreement for KNR Sri Ranganatha Infra Private Limited for HAM projects on 22nd May 2023. The company has signed concession agreement for KNR Ramaditham Infra Private Limited for HAM projects on 27 April 2023. Now coming to the order book position, as of March 31, 2023, the company has an outstanding order book position of 7,092 crores. EPC road projects and HAM projects constitute 77% of the total order book, while irrigation projects constitute the remaining 23%. Client-wise, 50% of the order book is from third-party clients and balance 50% is from captive HAM projects. The third-party order book or non-captive order book, which accounts for 50% of the total order book position, is skewed between state government contracts with 36%, whereas 11% is from central government and balance 3% order book is from other private players. The current order book position remains healthy and provides a clear visibility of execution over the period of next 2 years. A robust project pipeline and ready DPR under the Bharatmala project should accelerate the project awarding activity going forward. The company is targeting an order inflow of rupees 4,000 to 5,000 crore for the financial year 2025. Just to give you more clarification, 24. The company is exploring various other opportunities in the infrastructure such as urban development to diversify the order book. The company is also actively bidding in the western and central regions of the country, such as packets of Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh, etc. I will now request Mr. K. Venkatram Rao, our GM, present the results for the quarter and financial year ended 31st 2023. Over to Mr. Venkatram Rao.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please note that FY23 standalone as well as the consolidated numbers include the profit on account of sale of balance 51% of the KNR Tirumala and KNR Sankrampet Project Limited and 100% stake of KNR Srirangam Infra Project to Cube Highway Infrastructure 3 Pte Limited. Let me take through the Q4 and FY23 standalone financial performance first, followed by the consolidated financial highlights. I will start with quarterly highlights first. The revenue for the quarter grew by 16% year-on-year to rupees 1175 crores. EBITDA for Q4 FY23 grew by 2% year-on-year to rupees 211 crores as compared to rupees 208 crores in Q4 FY22. EBITDA margin in Q4 FY23 stood at 18%. Net profit for the quarter was rupees 128 crores as compared to rupees 112 crores in Q4 FY23, a growth of 14%. Now coming to FY23 highlights. The revenue for FY23 grew by 14% year-on-year to rupees 3,743 crores. EBITDA for FY23 witnessed a growth of 6% to rupees 721 crores as compared to rupees 677 crores in FY22. EBITDA margin in FY23 stood at 19.3%. Net profit for FY23 was rupees 498 crores as compared to rupees 381 crores in FY22. Now coming to the consolidated financial performance, I will start with quarterly highlights first. The company recorded a 13% year-on-year growth in total revenue from rupees 1,102 crores in Q4 FY22 to rupees 1,245 crores in Q4 FY23. EBITDA came at 245 crores in Q4 FY23 as compared to 278 crores in the same period for the last year. EBITDA margin in the current quarter stood at 19.8%. Profit after tax stood at 141 crores in Q4 FY23. Now moving on FY23 highlights on consolidated basis. The revenue for FY23 grew by 13% year-on-year to rupees 4,062 crores. EBITDA for FY23 witnessed a growth of 15% to rupees 917 crores as compared to rupees 798 crores in 22. EBITDA margin in FY23 stood at 22.6%. Net profit for FY23 was rupees 439 crores as compared to 366 crores in FY22. Now moving on consolidated standalone balance sheet. The company continued to maintain a strong balance sheet. The working capital days stood at 67 days compared to 63 days in the March 22. The standalone debt as of 31st March 2023 is almost zero. The consolidated debt as of 31st March 2023 is 610 crores as compared to 14,028 crores as of March 22. The net debt to equity on consolidated basis as of March 31st 2023 stands at 0.22 times as compared to 0.55 times as of March 31st 22. With this, we can open the floor for question and answer. Over to you.
Thank you very much, sir. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on their touch-tone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Mr. Mohit Kumar from ICICI Securities. Over to you, Mr. Kumar.
Good evening, sir, and thanks for the opportunity. My first question is, sir, what would be your revenue guidance for FY24? The growth was very strong in the first half of H1 FY23. Second half has been very tepid. Do you think we can grow at double digit based on the current order book in FY24?
Sir, definitely we are expecting 4,000 plus is definitely, this is our internal target for next year FY24. But definitely 4,000 plus will be our guidance actually for FY24.
Secondly, also on the order inflow, last year again a very tepid year for us. I think we barely got 2,000 crore order inflow. So how do you see the pipeline as of now? Do you think there is any need to diversify to other segment and get some more order to ensure that we grow at double digit at the top line?
Yes, sir. Actually, current scenario concerned, National Highway Authority of India tenders are going at very unhealthy pricing. I can straight away say it is unhealthy, and due to which I think it's overcrowded also today. There is a cutthroat competition which is happening in between. So, in order to address our requirements on the order in front, we have been already sourcing projects in state governments, and irrigation also we are gearing up ourselves, and even urban infrastructure projects like flyovers and all we are also gearing up. Probably we are also looking at railways and metros. So with all that, we are open. It's an engineering-based business, so we are open to do that. So we are now focusing. Actually, as of now, we have targeted around 4,000 plus order, out of which I think 2,000 plus is achieved. Another 2,000 to 3,000 which we are under focus. I think that will not be a greater. I think that will not be an impossible task for us. I think we'll be able to achieve in coming 3-4 months. Yes, sir.
No, so right, sir, you're targeting 4,000 crore, right? Out of which already received some portion in till date?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 2,000 plus we received actually.
Are you talking about those LOA, those HM order which you received?
Yeah, LOA is issued, and there are two packages that Mysuru to Kushalangara and the AP project.
Understood, sir. Thank you and all the best, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Next call is from Mr. Ravi Nareddy from Nareddy Investment. Over to you.
Okay. Again, I am shareholder since last 10 years, so I can say these are satisfactory results as far as tough time is going on. Due to rains going on all over India, any work loss we are facing this time?
Yes, sir. Actually, due to rains, I think last year, if you take it, I think from April to almost we are faced up to December. And most of our order being in the core rainy areas like Kerala and Mangalore, they are the high rainfall areas. So we have really suffered. This time, I think we had some rains in May, but I think it was under control. Still, we are able to make our targets at least 80-85% we are achieving. So kind of that it is continuing, sir. I think hopefully June month onwards, we are expecting monsoon also. there was news saying that third onwards the monsoon is hitting the Kerala. So it is likely to continue on that path, sir.
Right. Sir, you have written in the note number 9, company received an arbitration settlement amounting rupees 323 lakhs and company share interest income is 759. So we must presume it will be around 11 crore revenue we received.
So that is in last year, sir, FY March 22 actually.
Oh, March 22 it is. Or in financial year 23 we didn't receive anything, right?
No, sir, no.
Or likely to receive in near future, 6 months or 8 months, can you tell something?
A lot of arbitration awards are there, sir, but they are on different stage with the courts.
That is the reason I'm asking you. Any immediate you think it will come or?
Sir, sorry to interrupt. There is Vivad Se Vishwas. There is some circular which has come today. Just today it has come. We are examining that. Definitely, if that is under progress, I think if NHA or ministry takes it very serious and implement that, definitely at least we'll realize 50% of our claims will be realized.
Okay. And what about this Andhra Pradesh Telangana government fund? How much is still due?
Sir, we don't have exposure anything in the Andhra Pradesh. But we have
Telangana.
In Telangana is there as of date. Work done and including unbilled around 650 crores is the due, sir, as of today.
650. And old dues we have received, right?
Old dues almost we have received, sir, actually. So out of that, sir, around 500 crores outstanding was there as of 31st March 2023. And after that, we have 35 around 200 crores bills and 60 crores in unbilled. And from March till today, we have received 134 crores also. So old is almost, we have received almost completely. So now these are the dues pending as of date.
Thank you. Okay, sir. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from Mr. Devnash Goenka from Fusion Clothing.
Yeah, good evening. I just had a question regarding the speed of project awarding and the benefits that are coming to the company from the Bharat Mala initiative.
Sir, the Bharat Mala tendering is happening. As such, there's no this thing. But I think being market was very tight, there was a huge tender rally between December to March. But we were only successful in 3 projects. But I think not less than 70-80 projects we have quoted. Because of the market being very, very competitive, we couldn't get much work out of that. But otherwise, Bharat Mala is being executed at high speed. There's no doubt in that.
So, would you anticipate the market tightness to reduce over the next financial year, or would it continue to be a slow market?
Sir, actually, as we all know that NHA has faced very big failure in last two years. I think around 30 projects have been failed, literally in deliveries or in getting financial closure, or in the mid of the project execution they have been halted. Many stages were there in that. So I think this is throwing some negative signal to the bidders, so that if they control themselves to refrain on a healthy side bidding, then this would solve the problem. Otherwise, this is going to continue for another 6-7 months. I believe this is the situation, sir.
Okay, thank you. And just one last question, sorry. So from your new segments, which you've mentioned, bidding in the rail segment and bidding in other new segments, what revenue share are you expecting from those segments in a period of, say, 3 years from now?
Sir, actually, I need around, as of now, every year we need to add around 4,000 to 4,500 current stage concern. But every year it is going to increase because the turnover is going up, so we'll be needing more order inflow like. So likewise, we have targeted last year around 4,000 to 4,500 crore. We have targeted to take, out of which 2,000 crore is taken and another 2,500 crore is pending for us. I think the order which we are targeting, it is quite possible from irrigation or from state highway projects which are now, you have seen Maharashtra is flooded with the projects. These Maharashtra state government projects have also flooded, expressways are coming, and state governments are also calling upon lot of outer ring roads, revisional ring roads, and the city development projects are also coming up. So with all these, I think we have a good takeovers where NHAI is having now unhealthy bidding. So we will be, it's not that we'll keep quiet, but we'll be bidding. But the success ratio, which I'm not expecting to be very good in NHAI. But I think the target what we have, I think it is quite possible to achieve in 4-5 months.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next question comes from Mr. Vasudev from Nuvama. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, sir. So I just had a few questions. So first one is, what is the capex that we've done in Q4, and what is the capex that we're planning for FY24?
So for this year, we did entire capex of around 140 crores in this year. Q4, we did around 40 crores. And for FY24, we are planning somewhere between around 130 to 140 crores. Same what we did in this year. Same thing will be there for next year also.
Okay, got it. And is it possible to give the revenue split for Q4 between irrigation and the road projects?
Yes, sir. The revenue split for Q4 for irrigation is around 25.73%. And for HAM it is 40%. And for other EPC is 22%. And back to back is around 12.5%.
Okay. And so you said that our Telangana receivables currently 650 crores, right?
Yeah, correct, sir.
Yeah. So in Q4, what is the amount that we've received?
In Q4, actually Q4. Telangana received Q4. Because actually, sir, what is happened that receivable as of 31st March is 502 crores are there. From March till today, actually we have received around 134 crores. For Q4 also, we will check and give that data separately to you.
Sure, sir, no problem. And so you said that you're targeting around 4,000 to 5,000 crores of new orders for FY24. So is it possible to give a split between various segments, like how much of that would be from roads and from urban infra, railways, or if we are looking for any orders in FY24 from these segments?
See, majorly, we are concentrating on highway projects, and as explained by our ED also, we are also trying for the state highways and irrigation projects. So the split figures, the tenders are yet to be announced. So it may take some more time for us to give the exact figure by which date we will be bidding for it.
Okay, no problem, sir. Then next question is on the irrigation payments. So, what amount did we receive in Q4, and what is the irrigation debtors outstanding as in March? Hello?
Ladies and gentlemen, the line for the management is disconnected. Please hold while we reconnect them. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being on hold. The line for the management is now reconnected. Thank you, and over to you, sir. And we have Mr. Vasudev on the line for questions.
Yes.
Sir, I was asking the irrigation data as in March and the amount that we've realized in Q4.
That's why, sir, Q4 data I will give you separately, sir.
Okay, no problem. And just lastly, sir, as far as I remember, we had some around 300 crores outstanding from the Cube deal, which was approvals from NHI. So have we received that amount?
We have closed the transaction in this already 51% stake in the two projects and balance 100% stake in Sri Rangam. The entire deal is closed. We received the entire amount actually.
Okay. So that's it from my side for now, and I'll join back in queue for more questions. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from Mr. Nikhil Kanodia from HDFC Securities Limited. Over to you.
Good evening, sir. Thanks for the opportunity and congratulations on the decent set of numbers. So I had two questions for you. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Sir, I had two questions for you and one clarification. If I've heard it correct, then you said that you are targeting somewhere around 4,500 of order inflow in this year, of which 2,000 crores you have already received, correct?
Yeah.
Sir, are we not underestimating the targets? Because the thing is, when you are looking at other sectors also, and if you have achieved 50% in just 2 days of the year, then I guess 4,500 is very much achievable. So are we not underestimating the targets over here?
No, we are not restricting particular orders for a particular sector, but we are opening up. We are on the lookout for different sectors. So depending upon the receipt of orders from various sectors, we will plan it. But overall, what we expect is up to 4,500 crore, 4,500 to 500,000 crore, we may be in the position to receive. This all also depending upon the number of tenders that the respective agencies like NHI and other agencies are coming out with. They are now, in the last 3 months, suddenly NHI tenders have slowed down. So our overall order position is that, but we'll be open up for different sectors, and we will try to take within that targeted figure.
Okay. So what is your bid pipeline currently?
See, actually now they have to come out with some 5-6 tenders in the month of May, which has already been postponed once again. So we have to wait for the date.
So actually, the order inflow is concerned, there is almost 26 projects are on bid out from Maharashtra state government, in various locations at Pune Ring Road and all other. There is a big scope that is coming up. And Telangana government is also coming up with some irrigation projects. I think around 4 or 5 projects are there in package. And apart from that, NHI projects are also always there. They awarded quite a big number of projects in month of March. So they were all bit occupied in making those agreements and conclusions on those projects which have been bidded out. So I think that's why they postponed the tenders as of now. I think June onwards those tenders will also be started for bidding. So I think with all that, and apart from that, in city works are also coming up for flyovers and all in many states like Karnataka just formed with a new government. I think another couple of months we'll have to wait for their action to be taken. Like there is some bridges work which are coming up in Pune, Nagpur, even some bridge works are coming up in Bihar also. NHI is also, ministry is also calling some bridge works. There are Ministry of Surface Transport Highway, they are also calling on some 2-lane projects. So all are there in the bucket. I think going forward, apart from that, metros also coming up. Metros will be focusing in coming this thing. Initially, we know we are even thinking to go with a joint venture partner and all. So let's, the scope is open, sir. Let's try. I think the target is very less what we have. Because if we would have not taken the 2,000 crore order earlier, we would have been under little pressure. Now I think we have some time. Because we need to take a quality order which we are looking at. Otherwise, just for taking order, I could have taken more.
Okay. What I feel is like when you said that so many opportunities are coming up, then 4,500 for annual target seems little bit on a conservative basis. But never mind.
Yes, sir.
Sir, and if you could give us some guidance on...
Yes, sir, actually, it is not that we will not be taking more than that. It's the minimum target what we have in that mind. See, sir, once the market is bad, if we go with our minimum target, that is better. If you take up projects which are in high competition in the huge order in size, then there will be every scope that you will go wrong and you will end up with lesser margins. So here we are only talking of 2,000 because the market is as such now.
Okay, fair point, sir. Sir, on the working capital days, if you can give us some guidance, how much are we expecting it to bring it down by?
It is right now 67 days. Last year it was 63 days. So I assume that it will be there somewhere between the same around, because now NHAI has already extended this, whatever the circular, Atmanirbhar circular, they have extended till 31st March 2024. So we expect that we could able to maintain this working capital for next 1 year.
Okay. And so one more point that I wanted is, what is the margin guidance?
It is, sir, you want to margin guideline.
So margin guidelines, I think EBITDA levels and all, we ever 14, 15, 16 levels could be there. Hope for the best, sir. We'll be internally we are targeting as good as we have delivered, but various components which are now coming up is that we are hearing more about in the news that crude oil may go up and all that, and recessions are many countries are entering into recession. So even equipment supplies and all the prices are likely to go up, and input prices like cement, steel are also likely to go up. Maybe this rainy season they will be a little bit down. Every year it is like that, but once they bounce like anything. So those things are to be factored in. So with all that, I think I'm very confident to deliver those levels. We'll try our best, sir.
Okay, sir. So one last question, if I may. So what is the irrigation receivable as of March?
As of March is 500 crores.
500 crores. Thank you, sir. Those were my questions, and best of luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from Rani Vijay Kumar from Spark Capital. Over to you.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah. It is audible.
Yeah. So can you help with your sense of what will be NHAI's ordering number for FY24? It was 1.26 lakh crore in 23.
So really those figures concerned, I think exact figures are not with me. Maybe we will try to gather that and give you some.
So to put it in another way, 6,000 kilometers was lower than their expectation. So any idea of their target for FY24, given there is still more than 10,000 kilometers to be awarded in Bharatmala Phase 1? Will it all be awarded before election, or how will it be, in your sense?
Sir, actually, yes, sir. Before election, there should be a rally which we are thinking. But NHAI has not come up with any bigger scheme that how many they are going to bid. But the bid pipeline is very heavy, which we have seen, because they called the bids and they're getting postponed. So as of now, I can see almost 70-75 tenders are there. But they were supposed to happen in May and April, but they could not happen. Now they are passing through June and July, I believe.
Yes, sir.
And those kilometers are comprising almost 4,000-5,000 kilometers.
Okay.
So overall in a year, they'll do a better awarding only.
Better than last year.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Secondly, on the continuing tightness, as you call it, in competition or in the NHAI bids, basically due to higher competition, etc. So when do you think this will ease? Or, because most contractors like yourself are concentrating on diversifying, so is it almost like the roads as an opportunity is getting more and more uninteresting for contractors? Is it like how it is, or you think maybe 1 or 2 more years it will again get better?
Yes, sir. That's quite a good question. Actually, as of now, we are under the impression that NHAI has margin, but the margins were not just like that, but the responsibility is also heavy. You take a EPC project, hardly we have a margin about 5% or 4% of all that, after PAT and all. But the responsibility to maintain that stretch is for 10 years. In some places, it is 7 years. So the responsibility is concerned, it is very heavy. So one get a margin today, they may not be able to maintain it because the maintenance kitty, what they are giving from NHAI in the contract, NHAI what they are paying in the contract is very less. It is not even supporting the staff maintenance and labor maintenance. Materials too, it is another big deal for us. So that way concerned, every project should have some buffer funding, so that tomorrow if there is a maintenance that come up, they should spend on it. Major maintenance anyhow they are externally paying, but minor maintenance if it comes heavily, nobody can do anything about it. So that's the risk which we are carrying. So every time we bid, we counter all these factors and put our bids. Even HAM project, 15 years maintenance is there with us. So there people are thinking 5% margin is enough for them, but tomorrow, even that many banks are complaining nowadays that the bidders are considering very less amounts for the maintenance. As NHAI is considering very small amounts, they are also started considering those small amounts and telling the bankers it is the standard thing. So I think this perception need to be changed. So to change, I think people should learn by experience that whatever they are making are catering the fund for maintenance, if it is not enough, then the changes will come. I think most of the people are learned. I think they will also learn in future. So until such time, I think this bidding is going to continue like this. Or if they are all the bidders whoever wanted project, they get it flooded and the additional supply of bids are there. Then only the market should go well. I think I'm not thinking in coming 1 year it is going to be having a better perception. So for survival, how much ever you need, you should take it, and that too with a better margin. I think coming 1 year we should rely upon state governments, sir, not on a national highway, according to me. But it's not that I'll keep quiet. I'll be trying my best. If I'm lucky enough, I would get some projects also at the margins which I am expecting.
Okay. So to summarize, maybe this 1 year again will continue to be like this for you and for other contractors.
I am expecting, sir. It is my expectation, nothing else with this thing.
Got it. So final question, when you're talking about these state clients now, of course NHAI as a client is better given their payment history, etc. But when we go to states, it gets a little tricky. So which are these clients that you like to work with? You mentioned Maharashtra state government. So is it MSRDC or any other?
MSRDC, sir. MSRDC is quite good in payments. Tamil Nadu HD department is quite good in payments. Karnataka, that KSHIP and Karnataka Road Development Corporation is also good enough in getting all the projects. Orissa, the PWD is good. And Madhya Pradesh also is coming out with projects. It's also a good one. In Madhya Pradesh, there is irrigation projects are also coming up. They are also good payers, which have been, I heard. So I think southern states concerned quite good, sir. There is no problem.
Okay. So in all these, only I think Telangana you didn't mention, of course, because of our history.
Sir, Telangana is mentioned, sir. Once the election is over, then we will be able to know what it is.
Okay. Okay. I think
the election is very near. I think in the November month, the election will be over. So if the same government is coming up, I think they'll be bullish enough to invest and pay in time. If a new government come up, we do not know what's happening.
Okay. So if this new government comes up, is there any threat for our 1,500 crores of order book in irrigation that we have?
No, actually these projects are almost 60% above executed. Even the worst case we have considered last time, that whoever have done 25% lesser, those projects were cancelled in Andhra Pradesh. So 60, 50 above projects are not likely to be cancelled. If they cancel, their own amounts they are losing. They'll scrap the projects. So that is very remote chance that anybody, just for the sake of showing opponents have done wrong, they will scrap the public money. This is normally not going to happen.
Understood, sir. So hoping for the best, all the best, and we'll keep it touch, sir. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please limit your questions to 2 questions per participant. Our next question comes from Mr. Vaibhav Shah from JM Financial Limited. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So when do we expect to receive the ADs for the 3 newly won HAMs?
AD. Jalandhar sir, appointed date for 3 new HAM projects, when we can expect?
So actually, according to schedule, it is around 5 months from the date of signing the agreement. But it depends on the land that is available. All the 3 projects which we have taken, they are all greenfield express highways. So this greenfield highway is concerned, it is quite difficult to say when they will be able to achieve the land acquisition. Now current stage is 3D is published. I think they should go for further 4D and 3H.
Okay. And sir, what would be the expected equity investment in these 3 HAMs?
Sir, we expect around 80 crores each. Around 240 crores will be the investment, but definitely that is subject to your financial closure. So tentatively it is around 240 crores.
Okay. And sir, we received AD for Chittoor-Thachur HAM in Jan end, but the execution for the quarter was nil. So any particular reason for that? Has the execution begun?
Because actually now, because we received in the month of Jan only, so in the month of Jan only appointed it. So April there was no billing till March, but April billing was there, around 100 crores billing is there. So in this quarter the work we will start the billing in this quarter.
I think almost 14 to 15% progress is there on that project. I think the 10% threshold that we get the first start of payment from at 10% execution. So I think that was not processed before March. That's why this is not there. I think April quarter it will be there, sir.
Okay, and sir, lastly, what would be your estimate for irrigation revenue in FY24 and 25?
Sir, generally irrigation revenue will contribute around 25% of order book. So definitely 24 we are expecting somewhere around 1,000 crores, maybe around 900 to 1,000 crores actually, and balance will be the next year. If we are getting some further new irrigation project as told by ED, then generally irrigation is contributing between 25 to 30% in every year actually in our.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Next question.
Thank you. Our next question is from Mr. Prem Khurana from Anand Rathi Shares. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you for taking my question, sir, and congratulations on good set of numbers. Sir, so you spoke about some of these newer segments wherein we want to venture into now because roads, the competition has been intense. But as I understand, even in some of these other segments, there is competition, and when I look at the margin profile that these projects entail, some of the newer segments that you identified are somewhat inferior to what we generally target with roads. And roads, we already have efficiencies and economies of scale, which is that, we are somehow able to kind of optimize our numbers. But since these would be somewhat new segment wherein we don't have much size as of now, how would you kind of look at margin profile when you're bidding for these projects?
Yes, sir. The first thing concerns us, the major focus is given in highways only. The rest of that, metros and all, no doubt they have a lesser margin. But there is a standard kind of margins are there. Now today, NHAI is not even giving 2-3% margins. Some tender I have seen which has gone about 42% less. So at this point of time, how can you expect me that such tenders will give me some good results than what we are now getting from the other sectors like railways, or we're talking about metros or flyover projects. So these areas and all, okay, they have some standard income kind of thing.
Okay.
Even they are lesser, but there is some standard it is.
Sure. So we are willing to kind of settle for settle.
So actually, the problem is any company cannot be comfortable in any one sector kind of thing. Like if I'm looking at only metros, definitely I'll not be able to make a good balance sheet. But I'm in irrigation, I'm in highways, I'm in flyover projects, I'm also in there's metros and all if it is coming up. So the percentage of risk that comes on each sector is distributed, and somewhere we get good, somewhere we get little lesser. So overall the balance sheet will be good.
And at least in the recent past, have we participated in any of these newer segments? I think in between we were trying to get something in Lucknow on metro side.
Sir, actually, yes, sir. We tried that. After that, we didn't try because we were quite busy in NHAI projects. As of now, we couldn't get the brief because only April, May only there was no bid. Otherwise, the flood of bids were coming from past 6 months, 5 months. All that we were working and we couldn't get time to focus on them. Now we are focusing, let's see, sir. I think the newer sectors and all, we will only go with 10 to 20% of our business in that case, initially to start with.
Sure. And also, if you highlight, so you spoke about, targeting some new orders from Telangana on irrigation side. At least with the orders that we have today, it's been, so although we are able to get our payments now, but then it took us some time to be kind of able to stabilize in terms of payment cycles there. So where are we getting comfort from, to go and bid for more projects there, and also because of the fact that so there are elections due right in November, and if you were to look at some of these instances that we've had in some of these states, right? Andhra, and then now subsequently in Karnataka. So does it make sense to go and bid for Telangana irrigation orders now, because ultimately these would be state orders again, and even with the existing, the payment cycle seems to be a little slower than our expectations. Have we made any changes in the contract terms so that to kind of assure you of better payment cycles?
Yeah, actually, sir, that concern is that now what is happening, sir, certain amount which is getting pending, but looking at the margin size, they are good enough margin. Only because the Telangana government is not offering any mobilization advances, so the serious players who want to do the project, they are only coming up, and there is quite sensible bidding that is happening only in the state of Telangana. Second, sir, if you have little bit sustainability, I think these margins and payments are assured because Telangana being a richer state than any other, since this is the election year and the previous experiences were there on the diversification of funds towards that COVID management and all, so there had been certain backlogs. I think they are even trying to clear, and even the pump house projects, if they clear that loan issues and all, I think we'll be having free flow of cash, the payments coming in. Sure. And most of it, I think, we are quite confident that okay, if there can be 5-10% of the payments could be pending, but rest all it is getting clear. So, and someday we will get clear with all our payments. That's what the gut feeling is there. But if you go into the other state and all, there is no guarantee of such. Okay. I mean, just for comparison, I'm saying. Sure. But it can be a little bit risky also. I can't say. But looking at the margins, it is a bit tempting.
And just one last, so our Palani project is already done and we've completed 185 days ahead of schedule. So any thoughts on monetizing this? Because it's very... Yes,
sir. The process is going on, sir. The monetization process is going on. I think the Cube have given their quote and I think sort of study which is going on.
Okay. So COD plus 6 months should ideally be the date to kind of consider as in essentially...
Yes. Actually, that company has taken a policy to be asset light, so which is likely to continue for all the coming up years.
Okay. I'm not asking for the number, but then is it fair to assume the valuations would have been somewhat better than the last transaction because your repo rates have gone up, bank rates have firmed up, so which is where, I mean, the assets have started doing better than what these were doing, let's say, when the repo rates were down?
Sir, actually, now what happens after due diligence gets completed and then the complete valuation is out, then only we'll be able to say what is the real outcome that when you compare with the previous ones.
No, I want to understand directionally. I mean, given the fact that the gap seems to have widened, right? I mean, in terms of 300 and the rate at which you are able to borrow, ideally it should lead to a valuation multiple, which ideally should be better than what we could manage the last time.
I think it is better. Venkat, you just tell that that's a preliminary quote, what they have quoted on it.
We are working on that. It is under discussion. We will definitely, once it is formalized, we will come back to you.
No problem, sir. Thank you. Thanks for all the very best for future.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from Mr. Nikhil Abhyankar from ICICI Securities. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. Most of the questions are answered, but you kept on going back to the same topic that the competition in the NHI orders is very high. So, as per you, sir, what are the measures that NHI can take to reduce this competition while keeping all the serious players in the race?
Yes, sir. Actually, NHI is not taking any measures, sir, because as of now, it is if I want to bid in any state government, so few of the projects I am not getting qualified. Though I can qualify in NHI for 3,000 crore ticket size or 4,000 crore ticket size, also I can get qualified here. The qualification criteria in NHI is very, very liberal and has no sense. Any diamond duke can come and take a bid here. So that they liberalized, and due to which they are facing this problem. And second, the bank guarantees and all, earlier it was a bit higher. Now they cut it down to 3%, 3.5%, 2.5%, whatever they did, all that. So, actually NHI is not serious or not seriously considering making things better.
Okay. So, and any discussions again back to reducing the government grant to 20%, that might reduce the competition a bit? Okay.
Pardon, sir?
Any discussions around reducing the HAM grant to 20% from the government side? That might reduce the competition.
Yeah, the discussion was there, and they continue to be quite positive on that. But I think it is at PMO level, the decision was not taken.
Okay, so most likely not before the next year's election.
Maybe, sir.
Okay. So just final bookkeeping questions. Can you give me retention money, UBR, and mobilization advance?
Yeah. Sir, this retention money receivables is 237 crores, sir.
237 crores.
Yeah. And mobilization advance is 156 crores, sir.
166. And UBR?
Pardon, sir?
Unbilled revenue?
Pardon, sir?
Unbilled revenue, sir.
Unbilled revenue is around 450 crores, sir.
450 crores. Okay, sir. That's all from my side. All the best.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from Mr. Faisal Hawa from HG Hawa and Company. Over to you.
Sir, I am actually, sensing that, probably we are still, a little, afraid of, getting into industries, like metro and all, where we do not have enough experience as of date. So, is it because of we feel that we may get stuck in something in more unknowns that we are not venturing more into something else? Because now our balance sheet is actually very strong, and we can probably do a few new ventures. So is it because of that we are not going? And second, sir, the projects that we have already completed, like to the tune of almost 25% or 50%. Are we looking to sell those projects also, like we did last time, where we sold much before the rest of the people, and I mean, that is really standing us in good state at the balance sheet level?
Sir, yes, sir. Actually, it's not that we are a bit reserved in doing it. We are doing the segmental construction, similar as metros in Coimbatore flyover, and we did in Salem flyover. That expertise we have. And electromechanical works, nobody is doing themselves. Even track laying, nobody is doing themselves. There are agencies who are consulting firms, which they help in doing it. That's the scenario. So there is no big deal by which companies like us are restricting ourselves to go. It is only, sir, actually this year we haven't considered, because you're right that we haven't considered this year, because only the reason is that we were having a target about 4,500 minimum target, because the tight market we were expecting only to get 4,500 crores. So the harder inflow was very good. I mean, pipeline was very good from NHAI only. So we refrained or we stayed on NHAI to strike our luck kind of thing. So I think almost 70-80 bids we have completed in a couple of 4-5 months span. So all that time we were busy, so we didn't do. I think not much considerable except BMRC, that is Bangalore Metro Rail project concerned. Rest all other, there was no big deals which have come out also. So going forward, we'll look at it, sir.
And are you okay for selling the 2 Kerala projects and one more project, to Cube or somebody, just much before the completion?
Actually, so much before means that we are getting the various offers from players, which we are now considering. I think as and when they get signed or it comes to a solid conclusion, we will definitely let you know on this stuff. And we are considering to go asset light as of now, and we want to go forward also like that.
And can you give a very an approximate range of what is the free cash flow that we could generate this year? Assuming that we do a turnover of around 4,700 crores or so.
Around free cash flow. With 4,000 crores of turnover, we could able to generate 500. Around we can generate actually the PAT plus depreciation will be somewhere around 550 crores actually.
So 550 crores free cash flow we can generate. Okay. And any chances of this Muzaffarpur toll road also being sold further up?
Actually, it is there in our kitty to sell, but we are trying to get the investors. But because this project is due to there is some issue in the project as the adjustment stage has not been completed, so that's why toll revenue is not up to the mark. So we are not getting that proper value for that. But it is under discussion. But so far, no investor has come forward for that.
Already the NHAI has awarded certain clients and also extension of concession period, which we are now asking the NHAI to form a consideration committee to take higher claim value and also the concession period. And as he said, the discussion is going on. It may take some more time. So once we will try to structure it as a profitable project, then we will try to study.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Due to time constraint, that was the last question. I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Vaikunthanathan, VP Finance, KNR Constructions Limited, for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining us on this call. Please reach out to our investor relations consultant, strategic growth advisors, or us directly should you have any further queries. We can now close the call. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
On behalf of KNR Constructions, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.